How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. We're about to do another premiere draft from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, and more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch me streaming video games, leathercraft, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. And with that out of the way, I have no tokens. I have a festival in a box, though. Ha ha! It's the one that can't believe it happened. So we're gonna use coins. We're gonna use all these banked up coins. It's Friday, so this should fill up fast. Is that a gondola? God, it's still weird. There we go. It's so weird that I won the fucking festival in a box. If you guys are curious about that, the video is on the YouTube because I recorded it. I didn't stream myself doing it because it was like, it felt like there were real stakes to winning. So I was like, I can't do that in crowd work. I'm sorry. And that was probably for the better, actually. I feel like I can play better if I don't have to divert my attention. It is what it is. Let's see what we got here. Ah, it's cards. Oh God, what is this? When it enters the battlefield, it explores X times. That's pretty good. Captain Storm was the reason why I won any games the last stream, and I'm tempted to take Captain Storm over Jade Light Spelunker. Like, this explores X times, right? So sometimes this is like a big creature, or sometimes it draws you 7 lands, right? Like, it seems fine. You could also just one drop it, right? I think I'm just tempted to take the Captain Storm over the Spelunker, though. Parenting sucks. Wait. What's a minimum day? Alright, we'll be here, feels. What's a minimum day? There's also a dead weight here. That's pretty good. Curator of Sun's Creation. Don't think that that's very good. Cosmium Raider, though, puts us into 2 colors, whereas this is a 1 color spell. You don't really want to take something like, I guess this is kind of first pickable, actually. Like, if you take this and you take things like Iceberg, other pirates, right? Let's take Spelunker. We were blue-red last time. Cash, I love Cash. Who doesn't love Cash? That said, what else is here? Vanguard of the Rose is okay. Sacrifice another creature. Tinker's Toad is actually quite good. Siren's pretty good, too. It's also a marionette that does some pretty good work, and staggering size is like the combat trick of the set. Iron Paw Aspirant also, I just like this is way better than it looks. Short day. Oh, so like what we used to call half days. You sent me something? Alright, Hunter, I'll look at it later. They get 2 hours off. Yeah, we used to call those half days back in the day. I'll take the Explorer's Cache here, so we're still in green. I would like the Oaken Siren or the Tinker's Toad, but I think the Explorer's Cache is just way better. And we're not going to see as many of those. Ooh, there's a Gishath. Izquint, sorry, firstborn of Gishath. It's within the green that we are in. We could become red-green with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. He's also like, it's silly. This is a silly card. It makes another creature, it makes a creature you control punch an opposing creature for 2 more mana. It's just so good. I'm surprised it even lasted this long. We'll take him. Oh, that's fair too. Imagine typing less. Let's see. Child of the Volcano is not great. Because we're not in the Descend deck, and like black-red Descend existing kind of, that's trash, I don't know. I don't mind the Glimpse of the Core, but I feel like we cut it fairly early. Whereas the Wander Glyph is probably just like way more playable. You can attack to loot, or you can like crew a vehicle to loot, or you could tap this for things like Sunshot Militia. Hey, what's up, Ross? No. It says what the game is in the description. So I think we could take the Volatile Wanderglyph. The black-red deck is like so weird. Like, this is the payoff, and I don't know if black-red's like very good. I guess we're not really in anything. Let's take the Lava Tongue, actually. We're not in anything. I don't know. There's a Seismic Monster Soar. I like the Idol as well. Craft with Artifact. We don't have many artifacts yet. I think the best card here is the Seismic Monster Soar for us. Just because, like, it either cycles for a land, or it's a 6/5 trampler that you can use to, like, turn cards into other cards. Seed Stones I'm not a big fan of. I could take the Altasaur here. It's like a 2/2 that gets that's unblockable. That also is a 4/5 blocker all the time, right? And sometimes if they don't have a creature big enough to deal with this, you just hit them with the 4/5. Gold Fury Strider, I don't think is great here. This is more for the red-white deck. I'm gonna take the Altasaur. We're gonna want more Dino Roars in the deck. Dynatomaton's not bad. Glimpse the Core. Yeah, so Dynatomaton is pretty good. I like Cavern Stomper also, just because like sometimes you want a 6 mana 7/7. Well, you only played like one game and then you retired shortly thereafter, right? I don't think we're playing Zoyoa. It was just the best card in the pack. I'm gonna take the Dynatomaton. We'll probably find another Cavern Stomper, and if we don't, we still would have like Seismic Monstersaur and other big boofers. Buried Treasure's not great. This is also like, this is for the pirate deck, right? Yeah, it is. It wants you to have a bunch of pirates. That said, if we were gonna stay in black-red, I guess, or take the best card here, I think we'd take the Mycoid, because that pays you off for descending. So Yoa's Injustice is bad. It's another one of these. And there's also this, which could matter. When it attacks, exile a card from an opponent's graveyard. I think that's okay. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of Discover. Although, if I see a bunch of Atali's favors, I'm going to feel real dumb for not taking this. And I don't think we need another 5-drop yet. So let's take the Curator. It's not a great 4-drop. So Yoa's Injustice just is trash, and I don't like the Wanderglyph too much. Mephitic Draft is also not... whatever. Mephitic Draft, I was going to say, is not bad. Aid is okay. Actually, I didn't realize that it makes you a treasure. So like that triggers anything that like the Captain Lannery Storm for the ETB on treasure. That said, Staggering Size is like the kind of card that can win you a game, so we'll take that. Oh, I mean, that'll happen, especially if you play like mono red. There's this video by Ristic Studies on YouTube. Shout out to Ristic Studies. And he was talking about like the power of the mono red deck, right? And how sometimes not just sometimes, there were a fair amount of times in the past where a player could spike an entire Pro Tour playing a deck that was just all these red aggressive draft chaffed commons. Top card of your library, whatever it attacks, it explores. I don't think that's good. That said, I don't think that Hotfoot Gnome's that much better, although Hotfoot Gnome is a body and it's a 3-drop, so we'll take the Gnome for now. It probably gets cut if we don't get anything else better. So yeah, you are blue-green. Okay. Well, why would you put them in bags? That's gross. I don't want to be in a bag. What's the hold up here? What's the hold up? All right, so there's a Tomb Raider. I don't think we take that. There's a Glimpse the Core, which I don't mind, actually. It helps us ramp into another forest, right? Or you can return a cave from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped, which is not terrible. They're both tapped, right? Yeah, so it's can help us ramp. Walk with the Ancestors is kind of bad. I'll take the one of Glimpse the Core, but we'll probably end up cutting it if we need to cut non-creature spells for creatures. How many creatures do we have, though? We have 7 creatures already. My Monstersaur, Spelunker, Altasaur, Dynatomaton are fine. Curator's iffy. Hotfoot Gnome's iffy. Its Quinth is probably the reason why we're in red-green. Staggering Size, pretty good. And Cash is pretty good. I mean, that'll happen. Also, what's sometimes funny is you can get a few... I'll take the... No, I don't even like that card. There are times where you could just get wins based against enfranchised players solely because they're not expecting you to play certain cards, right? Like, there's cards that are in the meta, right? And then there are cards that are, like, off meta, and if you play, like, off meta cards, you confuse them, essentially. They don't have, like, an answer for it. I don't have any removal. Twist and turns. I don't think we're exploring that much, right? He said as he took this Spelunker and the Seeker. Control 7 or more lands. I guess that's fine here. It's probably the best card for us other than Nursery or Veteran. Plundering Pirates also okay, actually. It would allow us to splash too. I think we could take the Twist and Turns though. Because we could play that after Seeker of Sunlight or after Spelunker. Or even before Spelunker and then just go like, right? Hidden Nursery I wouldn't mind, as well as the Veteran. I like the Veteran actually. Maybe a little bit more than the Altasaur simply because it helps you grow. If you grow creatures. Dire Flail? Give me that shit. I love Dire Flail. This is a wild piece of equipment with Equip 1, but if you craft it with an artifact, which we're going to want to look for ways to make treasure, it gets the equipped creature gets +3/+0, and whenever it attacks, you may sacrifice an artifact other than Dire Blunderbuss. When you do, this creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. So that's actually wild. We want things that make repeated treasure like the Diamond Pickaxe because of that, although I don't know if we want a pickaxe because that's just another piece of equipment, but it does make treasures. Or like the Careening Minecart, or things like there's another gnome that makes like a token map or whatever. But we're definitely taking the Dire Flail. This is a crazy card. It's wild that this even exists, and sometimes you just get to attack and remove something every turn. Yoink. Queensbay Paladins Poo-poo. There's a Huatley's Final Strike. There's also a Froge. I like the Froge, but we need the removal. And so far, our only piece of removal is literally its Quinth, possibly, and Dire Flail. Possibly. I wouldn't mind the Plundering Pirate just because that makes a treasure. But we're going to take the Huatley's Final Strike. I guess the pick order would be Strike, Pirate, Frog. And Pirate's pretty good, but we need the removal, so I'm going to take the removal. There's always a meta for every game, Ross. Okay. I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Dowsing Device doesn't make treasures. We could take the Bristleback here. If we need to, we could cycle it, or we just have a 7-drop 5/5 plus 3/3. In the Presence of Ages is not great. This is the creature I was talking about that makes a map token, which is fine. River Herald Guide would also be okay. I'm gonna take the Bristleback because I've been finding more and more that, especially in this draft format, these land cyclers, having like a bunch of them and then just making your land drops and then eventually like being able to play out these giant land cyclers is actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll play the Bristleback. Huh. There's a Seismic Monster, there's a Calamitous Cave-in. We're not doing a Caves deck. The Child of the Volcano. There's also an Axejaw, which I would play over the Curator Sun's Creation. Is it better than the Monstrosaur? That's a good question. I think it is. I think we can take the Axejaw and we'll probably play it over the Curator of Sun's Creation. These guys are going spinny. We could take the Malamet Brawler here. Oh no, wait, there's a Rumbling Rock Slide. Deals damage equal to target creature equal to the number of lands you control. That's just like, oh, that's too big. Get rid of that. I don't need to see that anymore. So no, actually, there's always an apparent meta. That's what I'm trying to get at. There's always like, people always understand what cards are good and what cards are bad. And they always sort of like they suss out which cards are like unplayable. We'll take the Rock Slide. Like, let's see. Daring Discovery, that's not unplayable. Another Chance would be great, actually. I don't think we want to play Daring Discovery, though. It's playable in the deck. I think we just play Promising Vein. But like this, Ancestral Reminiscence, it's weird. This is a card that was printed before called Sift. And people consider it unplayable in this format. Like, it has its spots, but it's not good. I'll take the Promising Vein. Malamet Battleglyph is actually huge. And there's a Cavern Stomper. Yeah, Malamet Battleglyph is huge. Target creature you control and target creature you don't control. If your creature ETB this turn, put a 1 counter on it, then they fight. So, like, it's just a 1-mana fight spell at sorcery speed, which is great. We do need the removal, so we're gonna take it. There's a Hidden Nursery. There's also a Malamet Veteran, which I think we do need something else in the 5-drop slot, so I think I will take the Veteran over the Nursery. I feel like We're going to see less nurseries, though. Let's take the veteran anyway, because it's a playable card. Nothing great here. We will take this, I guess, the Ancestor's Aid, but we're not playing it. Just to cut red. There's another veteran, which we don't really need, but I will take it. Most of these cards are bad. Like, Presence of Aegis is bad. Yeah, it mills the cards from you. Slumber's bad. I'll take the Spyglass, but we're not playing it. No, I said we're not playing it. Child of the Volcano exists. I don't think we're playing that. Presence of Ages exists, but we're not playing it. This is only pack 2, and I think we have like most of our playables already. Breaches! Breaches! It's Breaches! Oh, this is the most playable card. Okay, so when a pirate you control attacks, so it doesn't even have to be him, and he's a 3/3 with first strike, you choose anyone that hasn't already been chosen. Target creature can't block. Create a treasure token, which works great with Dire Flail, and exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Seems fine. We're probably going to exile the top card of our library less and less as the game goes on. Or no, at the start, if we play him early, simply because there's too many big things that we could whiff on, and we don't necessarily want to whiff on them. But like making treasures to then use with Dire Flail is great. Next pick would probably be the Nursery or the Scout. I think it would actually be the Scout, then the Nursery, then the Stomper. But we got to take the Breaches. The Breaches is fantastic. Let's see. Echoing Depths is not great. There's a Core, another Axejaw, and there's a Cavern Stomper. There's also this, and there's a Volcano. Too much Volcano. Let's see. I think we could take the... I don't know if we want the Stomper, actually. It does have evasion, and sometimes having like a massive 7/7 is great. I almost want to take the Axejaw just because it's so much better to play as opposed to like Glimpse the Core. Right? Buried Treasure exists. We're not a big fan of that. Wanderglyph is also fine. Volcano, I think we need one of. We need one of like a red cave, so we'll take one of them. Okay. That sounds awesome. I don't know. There's a lot of exposition here. So I have to be like kind of blunt. I'm doing a time thing, so I'm not gonna necessarily read all of it. I'm sorry. Like it's not all registering. Hi Heather, thank you for the drink. I'll take the Monster Sword. We already have a cache. I don't think we could put in Akawali. Growing Rights is not great. It's funny, they downshifted it to rare. Okay. That's good then. That means that you were good at the game? Let's see. We could take this Scampering Surveyor, and it could help us fix for anything that we might want to splash into. I don't know if we're splashing into anything. It's also ramp. It's a 4-mana card that just gets you any land. I feel like that's fine. It's better than Itlamok, and we already have like a lot of removal. I don't want to take another rock slide. I think we want creatures. Yeah, we want creatures. We only have 13. Whoops. We're going to take the Altasaur. There's another Captain Storm. Whoever's in blue-red is going to be very happy about that. Yeah, we'll take the Altasaur. Sunfire Torch is pretty good, as is Idol of the Deep King. Idol is immediate removal. I think we could take the Monstrosaur, though. Just because, like, cycling these things away in order to get our lands is actually much better than it looks. Armored Kin... Oh, fuck. Finally. Okay. Armored Kincaller is a fantastic 3-drop for the deck. It's a 3/3 that when it ETBs, if you have a dinosaur or in play or in your hand, you could reveal the one from your hand or just point at the one in play, and it gains you 3 life, which is great for this deck. I kind of wish we had more of those, but we don't. I guess we could take another Rock Slide now. It doesn't matter. Let's see, Sunspot Militia or Hidden Nursery. Yeah, let's take the Nursery. Another Glimpse to Core. We don't want that. There's a Buried Treasure. Buried Treasure is cute, but like it doesn't do anything here, right? And we need creatures. Buried. We have a treasure. We have a Buried Treasure, right? We don't have a Buried Treasure. We'll take it just in case. It's cute because what you can do is like wield it into a. We'll take the Blade Master. I don't know if we're gonna have enough artifacts for it. It's cute because if it's in your graveyard, you can use it to discover 5, right? I will take the Mine Shaft Spider. I don't know if we're playing it. It's a 3/4 for 4. And we're not milling. I'm not big thrilled about that, actually. Someone was the main boss before you. So then they became the sub-boss? Oh. Okay. We don't want either of these cards, but I will take the red one. That's not a card, and this is not a card. Okay. So we do have a deck. I do need to cut down to more brass tacks. We want to make sure that we have enough creatures and playables. We have a fair amount of removal, actually, between the Dire Flail, the Battle Glyph. It's good that we didn't take more equipment stuff, actually, now that I think about it. The cache just makes things bigger. Twists and turns. I don't know if we're playing that, because we don't really do much in terms of exploring, right? How many creatures do we have? We have 18 creatures. We would probably cut 1. I don't know if it's the Seeker. We got to cut, like, 3 to 4 cards, though. And actually, I want to look for things that are, like... Okay, so we're going to cut 1 Rumbling Rockslide. Because we have the Dire Flail, right, which is removal on a stick. We have the Battle Glyph, which is removal spell. Right, we have It's Quinth, right, which is a fight spell, or rather a bite spell. We have Huatli's Final Strike, which is another bite spell. And then we have a Rumbling Rockslide. That's so much removal. Next, I just noticed that this thing has flashlights attached to it. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. It sounds like you played this card game, Yu-Gi-Oh, way more than you're willing to admit or willing to let on, though. Because if you became the final boss, and it looks like everyone's like hoping to play against you, which means that you're playing a lot more games than you think you are. Let's see. Our curve is really weird. All the 6+ drop creatures are land cyclers. So if we make our land drops on time, we just play those out, and if we don't, we just cycle them for more lands, and that's fine. I don't like Hotfoot Gnome, so we're gonna cut that. I think that's the only creature we can cut here. Let's see if we control. That's another pirate too. How many pirates do we have? I think we have like 2, and I think one of them is Breaches. Yeah, so like Breaches is gonna have to power himself, unfortunately, but he's still too good. And you can always just make it so that he says, well, that creature that's massive, that can't block, and the other creature, Breaches, just eats because of first strike. So I think that's fine. Breaches comes from a can. He was put there by a man. I feel like Twist and Turns might be the card that we take out, actually. Or no, Glimpse the Core, right? We don't necessarily need to ramp like this when we have land cyclers. See, let's get rid of Glimpse the Core. Knew I didn't like that card. Staggering Size we definitely need. And what's our curve look like? This is either going to be really good or real bad. I kind of wish we got a Saheeli's Lattice, actually, as a one-of. Let's see. Let's look at this like this. Pull that up. And T creatures? Alright, so if we separate it into creatures, these, the Monster Swords and the Bristlebacks, are actually 2 drops. So we're going to put those here. And then suddenly, our curve is a lot lower, and it's basically, we top out at 5s, right? And then we have 6s, and we have 7s. We just happen to have them, right? So I think that's actually a fantastic curve, right? We do have a lot more 4 drops than I would care for. Probably the first thing I would cut would be the Mine Shaft Spider, because I don't want to really mill cards in this deck. I think that the cards that are in it are worth playing. But the Mine Shaft Spider also does this cute thing where, oh, this also has reach, never mind. Where it has reach. So maybe I cut the Mine Shaft Spider, actually, and put the Hotfoot Gnome back in. And then maybe I cut the Seeker? Because what do we can't cut, like, really, I don't think any of these. I think they're all too useful. Even the Twist and Turns is actually kind of useful, right? So I do think we cut the Spider. Where are you, Spider? And we put back the Hotfoot Gnome. because the Hotfoot Gnome also like enables creatures to go and haste it out, right? And it's also an artifact just in case I need to sacrifice something to the Dire Flail. 41 cards. Let's go with this. It's a Breacher's deck. I don't care what anybody says. It's a Breacher's deck. You got expelled? That's not good. I mean, I'm not a big fan of institutionalized education, mainly because I feel like it's just to program you as opposed to teach you anything, but getting expelled sounds bad. Tag team tournament and you stomped everyone after your reign of terror in high school. Was that what got you expelled? Oh no, going into round 1. Let's see. So I think we have a good deck. I feel like maybe we fell into the Itzquint hole very early. I feel like we fell into the Itzquint hole very early. But also, like, Red Green Dinosaurs is a fine deck. We got none of the God. Okay. We could actually keep this because we could cycle this for a red source. So then we have a 3-drop and we have a 4-drop. That's fine. Okay. And if we draw a red source, then if we keep drawing lands, I think this hand is also fine, right? Okay, Waterlogged Hulk is not terrible for us. Yeah, they're probably gonna mill some. So it looks like they're in blue-black. What'd they lose? Needle. Okay, we'll play this. Next, end turn. We will cycle one of these to get a mountain next turn. You because you're a monster, clearly. Blue-red. Okay. Pass. I'm gonna cycle this. They're blue-red. I don't know if Waterlogged Hulk is good in blue-red. We'll play that, and then we'll play this big boy. I think, yeah, so next turn, we did draw land. Next turn, I want to do Axejaw and see where that goes. They could attack us. I don't know if I block here. This is a 3-2. I guess the Blade Master is one of our least important creatures, right? So if they do attack, maybe I do block. Solely because, if anything, if they have the combat trick, I get it out of their hand. And we take a little bit of extra damage. Okay, so they don't have combat trick here. If they attack now I definitely block. Alright, we'll play this. We'll play the Axejaw. Threw us a land. That's not wonderful. Oh. No, I'm not against what you did. If you had to stand up for yourself, you know, fuck the other guy. Real talk. Too many times do I hear them go like, oh yeah, fucking don't fight back. Come to a teacher. And it's like, the teacher's not going to do jack fucking shit. Fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you're not going to do anything. Don't give me that. Okay. They're milling real hard. They might be a, what's it called, deck? Alright, so I think what we're going to do is actually we're going to play Cash first. Then we're going to Malamut Battleglyph, kill their automaton. After I put a token on? No, I can't even do that. If I put a token on this, I can't actually... Yeah, that's bad. Alright, if I kill that, it's a fight spell. Then those creatures fight each other. Yeah, it's a fight spell. That's not great. Alright, so... Not necessarily the best thing to do here. We're not going to do that. We're just going to play this, and we're going to end turn. No attacks. End turn. I guess I could have attacked there. Did something bad happen to them? Gonna mill another card. I guess at any point they could craft this with an island, right? I guess I could block the pirate. I don't know if I'd want to here. We do have Seismic Monstrosaur. Okay. Pass. They could attack with that. That's a free attack. Yep. Pass. Pass. Okay, I think I actually have to... Huh. Play this, and then Battle Glyph punch the Monstrosaur. Or I guess we just block it, actually. Or maybe we have to punch the Dynatomaton, right? That way we get to keep our creature. And then we can block that later. You know what? I just realized if I did this and then put a token on it, I could have done both and killed that, and I'm stupid. Send that in. I think we could afford to block this, actually. Because we're gonna next turn have Monstrosaur and then Monstrosaur again. Like, it's Big Beefer after Big Beefer, you know? That is brother. What the? Oh my god. What the is? Are they? Oh, but they're okay now. Did you take them to the dock? Holy shit. That doesn't sound fun. Oaken Siren, not great for us. I think next turn we just swing. Hermetic Nautilus, okay. This costs 2 to do that. Alright. And I'm assuming they're gonna mill? Yeah. Oh, there's their Captain Storm. I'm sorry, opponent. Alright, we block. I don't want to take 6 here. Although... oh, okay. So they're offering us that, which is not the... I guess if we take 6 here... Yep. I think next turn we just send this in. And then Monstrosaur, right? So... then you win. Choose whether or not to block. Taking 7. Play a Monstrosaur. And end turn. It's okay now. Still dealing with the... What is that? I have never even heard of that disease. I also hope that it's not inadvertently like some sort of racial term. Like it sort of sounds like in the back of my head. Rumbling Rock Slide. Okay, they had to do that. Makes sense. They're empty-handed now. Now we definitely have to block the Axe Jaw. Are we dead? We might be dead. If they attack with everything, yeah. So this is kind of rough. Because I don't really get to, like, block this very well. So that's 6. We're taking 2, 3. Oh, I think we're dead. Yeah, because they flipped this and then... Ah, that was a very good top deck then. Fuck me. Yeah. Damn, I thought we had... I guess we shouldn't have attacked last turn with Malamet Veteran, but we had to pressure their life total. 6, yeah. What are they waiting for? Come on, yeah, do the thing. There you go. There you go. Then I'm dead, because I take... Yep, and then trample damage is enough. Damn shame. Alright. Maybe I was supposed to block that thing the previous turn. Oh. I mean, like, if you're also talking in a way that, like, doesn't make sense, like, it doesn't help the conversation, right? The point of language is to communicate thoughts and ideas in a way that both parties understand it. And if you're talking in, like, weird code... Oh, and one going into round 2? If you're talking, like, a weird code, or just like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, dude. No, it didn't. That's why I'm telling you. But yeah. Let's see. What could I have done better last game? I guess I really should have just blocked the Monstrosaur earlier. But then they would have had another attacker. I don't think the... I felt like we were actually about to overcome them too, because we just like had 6 drops to play, you know? Oh well. We'll hopefully this next one will go better. Oh god. I think this is a mull? Yeah, let's mull this. We need red and green. Okay, so this is fine. We can keep this, and of the 5 drops that we have here, I think we put back the Altasaur. Let's put back the Altasaur. Because if they can't get on the board fast enough, this is a hasty threat, and this is a hasty threat. Alright. Okay, Oaken Siren. Play this. Punk. This is a problem, though. Oaken Siren, if they have like a Zoetic Glyph, they could turn this into a 5/4 flyer with Vigilance, and I'm just like screwed at that point, which I hate, but what are you gonna do? Although if they do turn it into a 5/4 flyer, I could still attack into it with staggering size and try to get them to block. Fingers crossed. All right. Anyway, would like to draw more lands though. Like after Hotfoot Gnome, we have Axejaw, which could draw us another land actually, but we need to get to 4 in order to do that. Treasure map. Okay. A landmark counter. Okay. Yep. It's you have to attack with that. Okay. Treasure. Scry one. Okay. Looks like we're playing against another red-blue deck. Ooh, Kincaller. I think we just jam. Actually. And then I could, like, Kincaller next turn. And if they want to trade their Siren for the Hotfoot Gnome, I actually don't mind. Okay. Alright. Alright, so next turn, I hope to draw a land so that I can go Axejaw. And then give it haste with Hotfoot Gnome. That'd be great. Here comes my cat. She's gonna yell at me, I know it. I think they're playing on Xbox, aren't they? What's the matter, Sam? No, you have your food. Don't give me that. Plundering Pirate. Okay. Plundering... Summer, stop. Don't start. Do not start. Don't. Okay, so they have a treasure from that. They could have an Abrade, which would be very bad for us. Right? I think it would be bad. Putting it deep in the tank here, though. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, okay. They're going to give that haste so that they can attack with it. Oh, and then that flips that. They're ramping too, baby. That's 4 damage. Yep. Not sure if that was wise. Summer, stop. We need the lands out. But if I don't play a Kincaller now, I'm going to fall behind on board. So I'm going to do this. What do you want? 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 She's been a bad girl. She was a bad girl. Decline, we have a dinosaur out. She bit my face yesterday, and she had to get chased out of the room all day. Next, I'll attack, actually. Because I don't have to give this haste if they have no blockers. So then we just have a blocker to deal with the Plundering Pirate. Which I think is fine, actually. Yep, nice scry there. You behave, okay? I don't want to hear it. You gonna be a bad girl? Or are you gonna be a good girl? I think they should have... No. Because then they would have made a treasure. Oh, see, it worked out better the way they did it, I think. They only missed 1 damage, but they traded it for 4. Ooh, that's a 4/4. On most board states, that's a 4/4 because they have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. So if they block with it, it becomes a I think we could still attack into it, though. Because we have staggering size. And I think next turn... Yeah, they're putting their last counter on that. That flips, but I think it comes to play tapped? Yeah, it does. It does give them a lot of treasure, though. And then what's this Geode Grotto? Hasten plus X plus O. Okay. I think we could still jam here. Yeah. Which means that I think we actually cycle this. Yeah, let's cycle this. Actually cancel. Red. Cycle this. Get a land. Oh no. Gotta get a mountain. Gotta play the mountain. And then we're just gonna jam. We're gonna send everything out. And if they block poorly, we even get to keep our creature because of the staggering size. So send it all in. And if they choose not to block, or if they choose to only block one creature, staggering size is +3/+3, which might get us the game here. They're like, that can't do the thing again, can it? No, it can't. Okay, becomes a 4/4. Okay. Alright, so this is... I'd be missing 3 here? If I cast it on this, they take 6, right? This becomes a 4/4. Oh, it's when it attacks. Okay, so we could actually just trade here, and I go through that and kill that. They might have an Abrade, which would then be a huge blowout. Doing it anyway. Fuck, they have it. Or maybe they don't. They have 1 card in hand. They do, don't they? Brackish Blunder. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Next turn we can play this and have it punch the Siren. But I think what would be better would actually be to play the Surveyor or the Axejaw. One or the other. I think it's probably better to play the Axejaw first and hope to draw a land off of it. Although the Surveyor is like a free land. Holy shit, that's a big boy. That's gonna be a problem. Didn't see that coming. Alright, we definitely have to... Yeah. That's a big lad. Dong. Okay. We definitely have to punch that. We have to ETB punch that. I can't let that hit me again. Okay. Take a drink, I got your reap. Oh, do they have it? Please don't have something. Autopay. Punch that. And then we don't hit them. Oh wait, no! You bad girl. Why you a bad girl, huh, Summer? This might be the worst way to go about this, actually. No, but we do need the 2 blockers here. Dong. Alright. Next. Do they have some? God, please don't have another Brackish Blunder. They do. Fuck. Alright, good game. Yeah. Because then they just attack with this, activating that, and it becomes like a 12-0. Oh my god, we got outplayed there. Wow, 2 Brackish Blunders. Okay. It was tapped, create a map token, which they did because it was tapped. Wow. Wow, the interaction suite there was amazing. All right, leave match. All right. 0-2, Jesus Christ. I thought this was a good deck. Apparently, I don't know what I'm doing. I thought the deck we drafted last time was a bad deck, and we went 4-3, which is like not bad actually. So apparently, what I think is good is wrong. Question mark? It probably is. It probably is. It probably is. Oh God. Who's a bad girl, huh? Summer, you're a bad girl. She's like, no. It's like, yeah, you are. My cat's the worst. She's like, how dare you? You're picking on me? Yes, we are picking on you. Yeah, don't give me that. That's not yours. Don't play with that. That's not yours. Taking a real long time to get a third match, and you know what it is? We're in like the super loser bracket. We're in the super loser bracket. The bad girl. Come here, you. You bad girl. Look at this bad girl. She bit my face yesterday. So she wasn't allowed in the room for like hours. Oh God. My opponent's like, we're going from one extreme of my last opponent being Summer, stop. My last opponent, we're gonna mull this because I can't play anything here. My last opponent was, ooh, we could play this. I think we put back the rock slide, actually, because this is playable and this is playable. Keep? Yeah, we put back the rock slide because if we need to get a land, we could force cycle that. Breaches comes from a can. There's Breaches. He was put there by a man. In a factory downtown. Alright, so they whiffed. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna play this. We're gonna just swing. Next turn we're gonna play the Breaches. Just to have a 3/3 first striker. Which is gonna be pretty cool, actually. Huh? We take 2. Opponent's the blue-black deck. Deathcap Marionette. Okay. Watley's Final Strike. Is it worth using Watley's here? I don't think it is. Alright. Yep. Trade like that. Alright. And I guess we play Breaches. He comes from a can. He was put there by a man in a factory downtown. Did my opponent miss a land drop last turn? I think they did. Okay, so there's the Sage. Okay. Plus the snail and that. Alright. So I think what we could do here is play the nursery. Next, I'll attack. And I think I'll make a browser. Target creature can't block. This one. Oh, I should have made it the other one. I guess I have to kill the fucking Sage of Days now. I didn't pay attention. Creature I control, creature and opponent controls. I wasn't paying attention. I should have made the other one not block. Or not able to block. I'm dumb. I'm not smart. Chupacabra Echo. That kills my Breaches. That's unfortunate. And then they hit us with that. Yep. Okay. Play this. Can cycle for a land. But I think what we do here is we just activate this and Altasaur we can play next turn. Next, no attacks, end turn. So we could block the Chupacabra Echo if we have to. They likely just send the Staunch Crewmate after us. Huh? Pass. Yeah, I don't care. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Huh? My turn. Next. I think we send it. That was a big thing for the opponent. They're like, do I block it? Like, do you have removal for the Altasaur? They might. They might have Join the Dead, which would be bad. Oh, Brackish Blunder. Okay. It's not terrible. If I draw a land, I think we just play Monstrosaur. Yep. Ooh, there's a Dire Flail. We don't necessarily want to play that right now, though. So let's play the Altasaur. And then let's not attack here, actually, because they left this crewmate back to block. That's what they did. That's what they're hoping to do, right? They left their crewmate back to block our 2/2. There's something to be said about cycling the bristleback. Okay, opponent's playing nothing. Activate this. Through a land. I could play the volcano, but I'd rather activate this twice and make it bigger. Yeah, staggering size. That's great. Next. No attacks. End turn. So next turn we play Monstersaur. Turn after that we play Bristleback. Hidden Volcano also needs to be played. We are getting a staggering size, which is kind of cool. And they know about the staggering size. I don't know what our opponent has in their hand, though. Did I forget to tap the Altasaur? No, I played it last turn. Alright, at the end of this turn, we have to tap the Altasaur to do 2 to the face to our opponent. Faith. Sure, Faith. I will trade there. Faith. If they have removal, they have removal. Right? I feel like they had a dead weight and they wanted me to block that so that they could dead weight this and kill it, but I don't think that that's what I want to deal with right now. They're doing something with the graveyard. Okay, so defossilize. 4/3. Gets them a land. That's a 4/3. Yep. Gonna mill that. Alright, so let's do that. Pretty good play there. Play a land. Play a pirate hat. Ooh, a pirate hat. Alright. So land. Monstersaur. Did the thing work? Did the emote word wall work? All right, that's 6/7. They're yeah. They are. I guess I attack here, right? Actually, we attack here. We can kill this, but we can't kill this and this. What do we have? Yeah, okay. I guess if we put this on this and then we attack, it's +2/+0. Whip. It's an 8/5. They know about the staggering size. I think they have to put everything in front of it. Yeah? If you just put that in front of it, I kill it and I still deal 4 to you. Yeah? Done. Okay. Okay. End turn. I don't mind them having this now. We could play the Bristleback next turn. They only have 1 card in their hand. This is where they do the desperation. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. They got an Echo of Dusk. All right. That's not bad, actually. It's a 3/3 lifelinker. Put that on there. Yeah. It gives them a loot. Like, it's kind of looking bad. They get to look at their next card and decide whether or not to pitch it. But also next turn we get to Bristleback for 2 cards. Or not for 2 cards, to have 2 creatures out, which is pretty good, I feel. So I have a 5/5 and a 3/3, which basically puts the board on parity. Rampaging Spiketail. That's pretty good, actually. Yep. Alright. So that's indestructible, which is real bad for us. So I might as well block the Echo with the Bristleback. This now has indestructible, but they're going to gain 5, which is not wonderful. Oh, and they have this to copy it again. This is pretty bad for us. Gong gong. Okay. Yeah, they gain the 5, and then they still get to keep that. Orazka Puzzle Door. Alright. Alright, so let's play this. And then we're going to twist and turns with it. That doesn't... That'd be great next turn. I don't think we survive a turn. Equip this to that. 7/6, but then this makes this big enough to kill this, so that sucks. Self-reflection, yep. They're gonna make this indestructible, yep. So I'm taking 3, and that kills this, yep. Like, sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? Bong bong. I haven't seen a single bit of removal. I think we're just too far behind now. Like, they gain too much life. Visage of Dread, thank you for taking my last card in my hand. Oh, man. Alright, so, let's see. They have too many creatures out. Let's see what, let's wheel, fuck it. We're already dead. We're already dead. Cool. Good game. I'll just scoop here. I lost. How you doing, Shabazz? How you doing, Shabazz? Our opponent just came from nowhere out behind, and it's just like, oh shit. So the self-reflection, actually a really good card. Really like this card, actually. The fact that it has flashback allowed them to copy this thing. So when they like resolve this to give this like indestructible, it's like great, they're gonna gain 5 life here. And if I block it, I'm dead. But then copying this again to do that again, which meant that they got to free send this in while they also get to get another 3 life the next turn, was real bad for us, actually. The Dire Flail never got transformed, which is unfortunate. I saw Breaches once. This was the game we saw Breaches too. It felt like we were going to win early on, and then like it just got turned around on us. Would it have been wise to cycle? No, because we had to like add to the board. That's why I played, what's it called? No, where are you? That was the other game. But it felt like we had to add to the board, so I didn't have a chance to like really cycle. Oh well. Leave match. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm waiting for my cat to yell at me so I could shoo her out of the room. Don't you start. You behave. You behave. Okay. Reward claim. And it's a lot of coins for doing nothing. Claim this. Wow, that went terribly. That was like legitimately awful. And I felt like the deck was okay. Maybe it was too slow? I guess because we wanted to like reach the upper echelon of our curve, right? We can't look at it again. I already hit claim. But essentially, like we were hoping to play bigger creatures. It's not like we were too mana screwed too often. So, oh well. If you're watching on the YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe.